Hi, it's Anish Raja from A Raja Properties, and today I want to talk to you about pre-qualifying tenant inquiries and tenant leads. One of the things I do in my business as a landlord and as an agent is to pre-qualify any inquiries I get from tenants or prospective tenants before booking viewings. So a lot of landlords will just, a lot of agents as well, will just take down basic information, so an email address and a phone number from any tenant or prospective tenant, and then book them in for a viewing. And for me, I don't think that is enough. I want to get a bit more information about prospective tenants before I book them in for a viewing. So what I do is I direct any inquiries from prospective tenants to my online form, which means that they have to then fill out a short form asking them about their situation and their circumstances. So, my form asks them to confirm their full address, their email address, their phone number, whether they're currently renting, if so, how long for, whether they've had any bad debt or CCJs, whether they're looking to move on their own or with their family, and if they've got family, how many children they've got, and all this information. It makes them go a step further than most tenants, and it shows that if people do fill out my form, that they are serious about renting, and they're happy to take one step further to complete my form. And it gives me more information about them as well. So for instance, if a tenant or prospective tenant wants to move in to a property in 2 months' time and my property is available straight away, it means that they're not going to be suitable for my property, because I can't afford to keep a room or a property empty for 2 months whilst this person is still under contract somewhere else, or whilst they're working in another town. So it qualifies them to make sure that I'm happy that they are suitable for my property. And the reason I do this, and the reason I've actually done this video today, is because just yesterday, in fact, I got an inquiry from somebody on Spare Room, and they wanted to view my house, and they just asked, they said, can I arrange a viewing please? So I directed them to my website, and because the HMO market is quite competitive anyway, I don't just expect them to fill out my form. So I said, please fill out my form, or if you don't want to do that, send me your email address and your phone number, and I'll give you a call. And the purpose of the phone number is that I can then speak to them over the phone, get an idea about what they sound like, whether they're polite, whether they're friendly, or if they're rude, or if they're abrupt, if they're aggressive. You can get a manner of people over the phone, and obviously I prefer dealing with people that are pleasant and friendly, and that's the way I run my business. So this person didn't want to give me their phone number over Spare Room, and there was about 9 messages between us going back and forth. This person was asking for information about the house, about the tenants, about the rent, and a lot of the information was already contained in the listing. So I just felt frustrated that I was repeating things that was already clear from the listing. And then when they didn't want to give me their phone number, I just decided this person was not right for me and for my business. So I just told them, sorry, the house is not suitable for you, the property is not suitable for you. I suggest you go somewhere else, and we left it at that. And I'd rather have a tenant that I can verify and qualify beforehand, before doing a viewing, because for me, a viewing costs me time, it costs me money. If I have to spend some money to send out an agent to do the viewing, obviously there's no point doing a viewing if I know the person is not suitable or is not the right fit for the house. And if I'm going to do the viewing myself, obviously it takes my time out of the day to do a viewing. I'd rather not do that if I can glean information and find out certain things about this prospective tenant. And if they're not suitable, then there's no point me doing that. So that's my system and my process, and it's something that you can implement yourselves. I'd recommend that if you're managing your own properties. If it's not something that you do yourself, if you use an agent, find out what processes they have, because it's all well and good an agent telling a landlord, okay, we've arranged 10 viewings, but if 8 of those people are not suitable, if they're on if they're already under contract, for instance, and they have 2 months left on their contract, and your property's available immediately, you know, there's no point doing viewings for those 8 people because you want to rent out your property straight away. So for me, it's not about the most number of leads, the most number of viewings. It's about quality leads. It's about quality viewings, and then converting those leads and viewings into applications. So that's the way I work. If that is of interest to you, then you know you're more than happy. You're more than welcome to give me a call, send me a message about my services, and we can discuss things further. I can come out and have a look at your properties, give you an appraisal. So if that's of use to you, then feel free to get in touch. Thanks. Bye.